heat up the boiling oil of opinions in Conversation Castle. Or you guys could just sit here in silence. That's okay.
What? I
throw
didn't
out
know if
some-
you had more to. I didn't know if you had more to say after that.
All
God,
right, sure.
sue
I'll throw out
me.
some boiling oil of opinions. You guys suck. I was ready to fight that fucking thing, and then everyone was like, "Oh, run away!" Fucking
God, look,
Monty
I have,
Python and this
I have
shit.
less intelligence than you, and even I know that's a bad idea.
So you
like, Dante
keep your
knows
distance.
that that's a bad
If you
idea.
need to run away, do so slowly, but keep trying to hit the
We
thing.
have our soul spellcaster is almost out of spells, and you think we can keep going?
Yes.
You're an idiot.
Oh my god.
You're an aggressive
If we're gonna
idiot.
fight
If you
something,
think you can do
after
that.
we just had an all-out war with all of these other motherfuckers, and now there's a big bad, we need to be ready for that big bad. That's why they usually, even in video games, they do that, where like, oh, you just went through a whole bunch of shit, oh, now there's a big bad, and it gives you a save point, and lets you take a second.
Steve, I
Before you go
literally don't
after
care
it.
if you made him a bullet sponge. I would have gone through it. Look, he's already down by 37.
No, that's before you ate the bodies.
No, that was after they ate the bodies, and Sandra, well, Hunter, you're acting like it doesn't have ranged attacks.
Even though it did, because it fired at us.
It has ranged attacks. It wasn't it was one of those bosses where, sure, you can use all of your resources just smacking it, but that wasn't the point. The point was find a creative solution for this massive problem. And
My solution was the wall of spikes and the darkness, and that went bad really, really quickly.
it was absorbed.
It absorbs my invisible spikes.
Absorbed the
made
magic.
of magic.
Yes. It absorbed the magic with both the sigil on the ground, the crystal, and its formation. Like, the physical spikes themselves? No, it didn't absorb that.
I still think
The
we ran
magic
away
that
from it
puts
too
the spikes.
quickly.
To be honest, tactical retreat, absolutely on the table, and
It is
Like,
big smart idea.
going
Yeah,
back
but
and
after
short
like
resting.
one round, that's maybe
Trust
two.
me.
Because we already knew it was a bad idea, and we would waste resources if we kept going.
Yeah, literally, like,
And we
most
could have
of our
gotten hurt.
spellcasters didn't have spells. Heck, not even just me. I think Zach also didn't have much left.
Can I get
So-
those magic arrows back at least? Can we say I picked those up on our way out?
like, from the bodies or from the creature itself?
From the bodies. I didn't fire any magic arrows at that big thing.
Yeah, I'll say, like, before you ran away, you grabbed the arrows that you didn't shoot into it, but anything shot into it or past it, those are gone.
I didn't fire past it. There was one guy I fired up on the wall here, but then he came down to like here. I don't know if he pulled the arrow out or... But like that's the only guy that I shot at who was remotely behind the wall. But if I have my arrows back, fine, I'll take it.
Yeah, so I will say that...
By the way, just I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm not actually mad, but my character is mad.
Oh, of course. So to kind of give the TLDR of what would have happened in the coming rounds, so first of all, if Zach wouldn't have sounded that retreat, they all would have run towards it, and then you would have found out how much of a bitch this thing would have been to fight, as probably all of them would have died. And so, real good idea that you are just like, hey, nix that, let's run away. If that command hadn't been given, then, man, that casualty count would have rose immensely, and then everyone would have been like, okay, maybe second thought, not doing this. And because this thing does a lot of damage, is a legendary creature with legendary actions and resistances, and has a bunch of abilities that you don't know of yet. So, like, outright fighting it, not a good idea. Coming up with something creative to do something against it, yes. Also, if you just wanted to, like, hide by the plant, that absolutely would have worked. Everything wants to avoid the plant.
Everyone is collectively freaked out by it.
Everyone, even the thing.
Yeah.
Dante's the
even
only one
the-
that's just like, what? It's a plant.
God fucking damn it, I have the perfect name for that giant blob.
Hang on, I need to...
No, you
I need
have
to
to call it
double-check.
the Glob Glow Gab Galab.
No.
Yes.
Fucking, I hate that fucking video.
Yeah.
Alright,
I am
hang on,
the
I need to
Glob Glow
see-
Gab Galab, the schwabble double deeble double beeble double ba.
So I would like to mention that hang on, I need to make sure of this. Is this the okay?
Oh,
So
which
it
I
is
am-
actually
I'm- Oh, sorry,
go
I'll
on.
let you. I was just gonna say
No,
I'm
go on.
I'm being summoned by some people that need me. So
okay.
wait,
So
wait,
real
real
quick.
quick. We still on for Sea of Thieves tomorrow?
yeah, I'm done.
Okay,
All right.
cool. See you
questions,
then.
comments,
Otherwise,
concerns,
I
how do you
have
feel
no.
about
I have.
Question?
I was about to say I have no questions, comments, or concerns. I'm content with my life. I can't punch that thing, but I can sure as hell help anybody else who needs help in the combat that's coming.
Oh, and
And moral support.
we were gonna start 6:30 Eastern. I don't know if you want to come in at that or after that. It's up to you.
I'll come in at some point.
Okay.
Like, hopefully I can come in at that time. If not, you know, it happens.
All right, cool. See you then.
Later.
So just a quick run through the mandatory. Hey Eric, how'd you feel about session? Questions, comments, concerns?
Kind of felt down after hearing Cly, so
Hunter, can you check your DM?
anything else, I guess it was a
Um,
decent end of battle. I
Eric,
think
could
I
you,
was
Eric, could you just hold on 1 second? Okay, we're back. Terribly sorry about that. Just had to clear the air, as it were. I believe we were on Eric.
okay. I felt like I was talking over too many people, especially right after that. So that's an issue on my end. I am not very good with that. I admit that. I'm an anxiety mess an anxiety-fueled mess that sometimes has a problem with talking over people because I get excited easily, and that happens. So that's on my end, but otherwise, I personally didn't hate the ending fight before the blob that much. Although I do think I pointed out the spell too much, the scroll too much and whatnot. That's on my fault end as well.
I'm not gonna lie, like during that fight, you had some really fucking clutch things.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely forgot that I gave you a scroll of greater restoration. Super useful right there.
Yes. Like,
And I just kind of like, I think you got that in the dungeon, Corliss dungeon, and I went out of my way to give you a bunch of stuff, and I knew that I'd eventually forget it, and then it would be really useful later on. So
It was on a balcony with a bottle of wine.
oh, I forgot about
a
that.
balcony to nowhere.
Yep,
balcony
it
to
was just a
balcony to
random
nowhere,
balcony
right
at
next to
the
a
middle.
room
There's a
that
lot
we
of
set
random shit
on
in that dungeon.
fire.
What else can
Also,
I
a lot of
say?
missed magic items.
I have infallible
Bah.
recall. Oh my god.
I mean, I felt that was at least helpful to an extent, so that's
It
good.
was.
Um,
Next turn, I was gonna carry his ass back to base camp if you didn't help him out.
yeah, I thought you had another greater restoration scroll, so I was like, okay,
I do not have a scroll or the spell. That's like a level
Okay.
5 for me.
Also, it's fine, because, like, TBH.
yeah,
There's
I did
greater
not.
restoration.
I didn't know
Intelligence
your
and
intelligence was
Zach
five.
aren't necessary. Zach's entire thing is charisma. If that one goes down, then yeah, Zach becomes with Zach Potatoes. But
I have 2 potions of greater healing and 2 potions of giant strength.
Okay.
I had
I'm
this
so
evil
ready for-
idea once, actually, to give a potion of giant strength to Dante and just see if he could punch through a wall.
I mean, you probably could. But yeah. So why did I think there's 2 greater skills of restoration? It doesn't matter. I was thinking of something else and I just completely zoned out. Oh, alright, I was gonna check when I actually would get greater restoration. Is that a level? It is.
That's a level 5.
Wait, wouldn't that fight technically bring us over to level 6? Or would that be after we beat the blob? I actually don't know.
What do you mean
Never
level
mind.
6?
Oh, we're level 7, my bad,
Yeah,
level
you
8.
you mean 8.
Yeah, okay, I didn't remember the levels we were at. It's been a while since I checked the level sheets. But nah, probably not. So, that's about it. It was a decent session. My own problems were essentially what was the issue this session for me, and I'll try to improve as best as I can. So, I hope you guys have a good night, and bye.
Goodbye.
oh,
B, I guess you can go next. Because Steve is mysteriously missing.
eh?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hi. Go ahead and do your bit.
Hello?
Yes, hi! Oh. My internet's dead. Well, I'll tell you what I thought then. Yeah, great session. Personally, oh, wait, we're back.
East Coast or something?
Okay, we're back. Jesus, fuck, my internet crashed.
Yeah, both of
Hey.
y'all. That's it.
Mine was just because I hit midnight, so
Oh.
don't know why the fuck it keeps doing that. I'm gonna be giving a fucking bitch call to my internet service provider.
I've been meaning to bitch call my internet provider because mine keeps crapping out as well.
Mine is specifically at midnight.
Oh boy. Anyway. I
Matt.
believe we were on B.
Yeah, how'd you feel about session?
I felt pretty okay about stuff overall, really. Like, considering we're basically winding down the initial combat, navigating into Mega Puddin'. Yeah, no, everything was pretty okay. My only minor regret was not reading the glyph.
We
Can
couldn't
I
get
be
near that
honest?
glyph.
Yeah, I'm sure that would have happened anyway. Like, we couldn't really prevent that.
Can I be honest?
What?
So initially, all of that shenanigan fest was supposed to happen at the at like Sandra's initial trap. I thought you had spent all your spells, so when you teamed up and like did that exactly on the glyph, I'm like, hey, look, this all works out, and because like they're hoisting up the crystal to the ballista, and they were going to then shoot the crystal from the ballista into the mass of bodies, and that's what was going to spurn it on. And then you like backed it up, and I'm like, this works a lot better. So it like it cinematically, it just made the entire thing better, and all of it was more or less on accident.
It'd be
But
such a good plan, though.
You
Yeah, if
can
there wasn't
go
the
ahead
glyph.
and. Oh yeah.
So many people were gonna die in those spikes. It was gonna be funny.
Oh yeah, no, it was gonna work extremely well. Trust me, it would have more or less like until they would have caught on, which you would have still have gotten like a fucking 50 or plus kills. By the way, I would like to mention, when I was placing everything all over the map, there were 360 of those tokens.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yes, which initially, so the purple orcs had 15 HP.
Yeah, I pieced
Initially,
that together.
the first draft of the slime was 15 times 360. That is way too fucking much HP because hang on, that's 5,400 HP, and I'm like, yeah, nah. And so, not only did I lower it because it was a lot, but also they would have taken a lot of damage by the time they would have actually gone through it. So I'm like, alright, I'll just chunk the boss's health off. So, it started with a lot less max health. And, once again, it wasn't this is the boss you need to kill. It was, here's a unique problem that can't be solved by direct violence. Hit it with the stick all you want, you're gonna lose that fight. How are you getting around this? That is what the puzzle was.
And I think, but we can both agree that we send reinforcements to the East Gate.
Well, I'd like to know exactly what the East Gate's doing, but yeah.
They were getting pincered, remember?
Alright, I guess they don't have a giant slime there as well.
Yeah, yeah, we would send reinforcements there, logically.
But by the way, so when the slime left this gate and there's nothing around, that is the indirect sign of, okay, coast is clear, you can walk into the town.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah.
Can I,
I wonder what it's doing, I guess.
Oh, it's going throughout the town and looking for things to eat.
Can I, shoot my bad ideas at you?
Sure.
We got 3 people with mending, yeah?
Yeah.
Can we
I'm
fix
fairly
the
sure.
ballistas?
Thing is how one of them is in literal pieces from... Actually, both of them were... No.
Yeah, both of them got bombarded.
I think one of them just has massive damage on it. The other one literally was hit by a bombardment of cannons.
Okay, what about the one with massive damage? Mendable, or...
Do you just want another ballista? Because you can just get another ballista. Does it need to be that specific ballista?
Do we have ballistas available?
Yes.
Why did nobody tell me?
Because you have fucking cannons.
I would like a pair of ballistas.
Sure.
And my Caltra. It was worth an ask, because
Alright, I'm gonna call it because it's late for me, so...
the original
All right.
plan
You enjoyed
was...
session, right?
Yeah,
All right.
I had
dope.
fun.
Glad you enjoyed it.
No idea what we're gonna tackle next session, but yeah. Alright.
We'll find out.
Are we
I'll
actually
hopefully have
gonna
the
do
Mega
a
Dungeon
session next week?
Night.
Are we actually gonna
Mm.
do a session next week?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Why,
Yeah,
why would
let's
we
just-
not?
It's probably too early to ask.
I mean, yeah, probably too early. It's gonna be like the 7th. I don't know.
I'd like to get I'd like to get at least one more session in, because like the 21st we're not going to be doing a session for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do Dungeons and Dorkheads IRL.
It is an option.
We would need the server open, and that's on my computer here. I'm not...
We'd also somehow need everyone to be able to use computers. It's not like I can really bring, I don't really have a laptop to bring, so yeah.
It's just a fun idea, which
It
will
would be
never-
fun.
It's
It
a
would
fun
just be like,
idea that
I wonder
we'll
how
never
we'd
do.
handle it, considering all our sheets are digitized and all the
Yeah,
maps are
it's-
digital.
It's a fun idea, but we'll never do it.
I don't know. We could do like a one shot, I guess.
It's a fun idea, but it'll never happen. So,
All right, I'm out.
yeah.
Night.
Later,
See
playa.
ya.
Glad you enjoyed Session Hunter.
How do you think? Everyone
Oh,
retreated after one round of fighting a big ball of goo.
Alright, let me tell you, round 2 would have just been a lot of you dying and realizing it was not a good idea to continue fighting. Depending on how you went about it. Like, when it started projectile throwing slime at you, basically actually, okay. You had another round of the slime proceeding forward and scooping up more bodies that would
Mhm.
show, like, hey, it's not just the slime orcs that it's eating, it's all bodies. Then it would try and get close enough to attack you, and if you had backed far enough away, which this thing's attack range, what did I say?
What's its movement speed? Like 5?
No, it's 20.
Oh. Oh, it can
Yeah.
move.
Yeah, they can move. Oh, so its tentacle range is 30 feet. So
Okay.
yeah, that is one of its types of attacks. It has a 30 feet attack where it slaps you and does a good chunk of damage. It can probably one-shot an orc. So, if you're too close to it, it'll slap you and, try and eat you. If you're not close to it, it will shoot slimes at you.
How far
And,
can it throw that slime?
You saw it arc a slime a good, 90 plus feet.
Sandra sits on a hill for 5 hours, sniping it from 600 feet away.
I mean, if you certainly want to try that,
It would
you'll
take...
catch you eventually.
It would take forever. But she could probably pull it off.
You could certainly try.
And don't say it would catch me eventually, because, I can move faster than it.
Yeah, but can you move faster than all of the puddings it throws at you?
It duplicates?
When I say it throws slime, it's not just throwing a glob of slime. It's throwing a little version of it at you. It's like Terraria Slime King.
I never fought the Slime King, he's too rare.
What? What do you mean it's too rare?
Well, don't you
That
gotta go
shit
through
showed up
some...
every other day.
Don't you gotta go through some stupid shit to get him to show up?
I don't fucking know, dude. He just kept showing up in my game.
I never got him.
Weird.
Ugh.
Anyway, yeah, it's supposed to be an enemy that you're not supposed to head-on fight. My
Maybe there's like a
So-
crystal we can smash somewhere that'll get it to just melt.
I mean, you can certainly look, but it's more or less a how do you come up with a creative solution, and just continuing to shoot it is not a creative solution. Like, sure, you can fucking try. You'd probably run out of arrows eventually. How many arrows do you have on you?
38.
Yeah, no, you can't.
20 of
do
those are
more than-
standard arrows, 18 are magic.
Yeah, you can't do over 2,000 damage with less than 40 arrows.
Well, that's what the caltrops were for. Just a never-ending swath of caltrops all along the road. Like, all along here.
Oh, what the fuck's going on with my computer?
Maybe a few more here.
A fucking mouse die or some shit?
Maybe a few more over here. Just all along the road as
Oh.
it moves along the road, slowly taking caltrop damage and cutting its movement speed in half, because that's what caltrops do, because they're dumb.
Okay, what the fuck's going on with the mouse?
You good?
I mean, Did it? Okay, there we go. I just needed to take out the battery and put it back in. We're good.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, no, like now you have access to the city, and I expected you to like get into the city this session, but you know, it's just like, all right, we need to come up with more plan. And it's like, you know, if you retreat, this party has commitment issues where you want to come up with an extremely complex plan that you think of all of the possible solutions, and then the second that you hit the ground, it immediately goes to the side and is like, yeah, no, that's not what it was.
Well, the fog plan on the ballista worked.
Oh yeah, no, totally. But how many
Oh,
sessions
god
did it
damn
take
it!
you to come up
We
with a
didn't
plan to
even
get to the
try
ballista?
to nutter butter the damn thing.
Yeah, I didn't do that. It would have done a good amount of damage to it, but about it. It's like hitting it with cannons. Which, like, I will go on record and say, yes, everyone was correct. The cannons should have been doing more damage.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because, like, that cannon volley did less damage than the arrow volley. That should not be, that should not be happening.
Yeah, I definitely should have. But at the same time, like, the damage is going to be negligible because, once again, just hitting it isn't the solution. Like, what is the solution when the enemy doesn't care about when you smack it?
Insulted?
You're gonna hurt its feelings and
Yeah, hurt its feelings.
make it cry into the puddle.
Yeah.
I don't fucking, you can certainly try, but
His tears, it makes him melt.
so yeah, I some of these
We could water him
dungeons and
down with
encounters
his
in town-
tears.
Lol. So some of the
It's weakness.
encounters
It's
in
water.
town I'm like really looking forward to, because I have a variety of like semi-random encounters as well as scripted encounters, and like certain things, if you try and just like throw your face at it, are dangerous enough where it's like, you know, all right, here's your warning sign, don't keep doing that or you'll die. And if anyone is fucking bold enough to keep doing it, like, there is legitimate chance that you'll fucking die. Like, it's not like a, oh man, I wonder what this button does, and you press the button, it's death. It's like, okay, yeah, that's obviously a danger. You shouldn't put your face in that. And then if anyone puts their face in it, then, you know,
You be the
they win a
flower?
Darwin Award. What? No, it's not the flower.
Oh.
The flower was there just to accentuate the chaos of the area, because everything is destroyed and corrupted as shit. So there's just this giant fucking corrupt flower here that's growing casually. And everyone's like, why is this flower so special? I'm like, it's because I put it there.
Hey, I was the one person that was like, dude, guys, it's a static object. It can't even move. Just walk around it.
You were absolutely correct. If anyone would have, like, gotten in any of the spaces with the thorns, they would have taken damage. But other than that, yeah, no, that's about it.
Would this caltrop plan have worked, actually? Just fill the road with thousands of caltrops and have it walk over it.
I mean, yes and no. It has wisdom. It would eventually start smacking the caltrops out of the way. Caltrops are dangerous if you need to run over them, and not if you have a broom.
The stupid item.
Caltrops?
Yeah, stupid item.
I mean, they certainly work in a number of situations, but they're not going to insta-kill your enemies. They're to be an annoyance and dissuade, not be a perfect murder method. you want to kill the beastie, all you got to do is cast Meteor Swarm on it.
We don't have that.
hmm By the way, actually, so Zach's plan, if first of all he wouldn't have rolled a natural 1, the DC for like the yes or no question was super low, but the it like Zach should have just gone with the actual question.
Yeah,
That's
like,
why
the fuck did he start with asking a question on whether or not it would be a good idea to ask a question?
like I was honest when I asked, so what are you asking? Was because I didn't think they were serious about asking like, are you really gonna ask a question of if you should ask a question? Because like, should I take a risk for the sake of taking a risk? No, you shouldn't. That's dumb. Just fucking do it or don't. And like, so the DC was fairly low. But a natural 1 with a 1 on the fucking...
On the fucking blast, yeah.
Like, a total of 4. The minimal possible.
Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Oh my god, I laughed so hard.
I heard you laughing. Oh god.
So, and then I started going into a spiel of just like yes, no, vague nonsense. And it was a time. First of all, I need to go to bed. Second of all, if they would have just asked the question and rolled well, you know, that's the key part, is the not rolling a natural 1. They could have gotten a possible solution to the problem. Would it be easy to do? Absolutely not, but it was one of the pre-planned options.
I'm making a note here for the like small amount of RP that I need to do at the opening of next session. Well, one of them is apologize for losing her temper, and the other one is look at Zach and be like, "What the fuck did you seriously ask your unlimited knowledge database whether or not it would be a good idea to ask your unlimited knowledge database on how to kill the muck beast?"
Oh my gosh. By the way, I'm not sure if anyone caught it, but not something that I'm gonna make extremely apparent to literally everyone. With all of the natural 1s Zach has gotten, it is starting to get worse. Every time a failure.
Int damage?
Just the negative effects in general. It's starting to get worse.
Yeah, his nose is bleeding now.
Their eyes started bleeding. Also, once again, misgendering.
I said they.
Mm,
Did I not?
Not that you may have, but
I said their
No.
nose started bleeding.
yeah. Regardless, I think pronouns. It's a work in progress. I am going to have a very hard time with twice pronouns because I still like it is hard ingrained in me that it is not a pronoun.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one for me.
I was raised like legitimately in school. I got bitched out by a teacher because it cannot be used to describe someone. And like
I use it to describe the infants my mother looks after. So that's why I'm gonna struggle with it.
I respect twi.
Oh, absolutely.
and I will do my
yeah.
best. I will do my absolute damnedest to respect pronouns. Of course, I fuck up on occasion. And if I fuck up, like, I wasn't lying about that, like, misgendering penalty. Like, as much as a meme as it is, I want to own up and improve as a person. So, if I misgender, I will penalize myself. I'm not afraid to penalize myself. Everyone else, like, I don't want to, make someone feel twice as shitty for doing it, though it's something that needs to, be corrected. And I, I'm not afraid to own up to it. So, plus, like, fucking, I have all the cards in my hand. It's literally, I have unlimited power. I can give you guys as many boons or banes as I want. It's not going to change my version of the game.
Mhm.
So, I don't know. I thought today's session went fairly well, but I could be right, I could be wrong. It's up to the players. If the players enjoyed themselves, the mood kind of shifted at the end due to personal shit with, players. We definitely need to continue to work on the whole don't talk over each other thing. Table etiquette, really fucking lacking.
Yeah.
Like, one of the reasons why the game doesn't continue along at a faster pace is because I don't want to interrupt anyone, because, you want to start a roleplay scene, or someone wants to do something, and it's, I'm trying to jump around making sure I'm, ticking all the boxes, making sure I get to everyone and have everyone have their piece of the pie, get their moment in the limelight, and also keep the story moving along. And it is a delicate balancing act that I am obviously fucking up. So, making sure that everyone else can assist me in doing this. It's a time.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and call this an episode of Conversation Castle.
8?
Sorry for being a bit kind of offbeat towards the end there, folks. Kind of shifted away from the D&D-ness of it, but pronouns are important. This is the world we live in now. And I've said it multiple times over the course of this evening, and I'll say it again. We're all navigating a maze of pronouns these days, and we're all trying our best. And we thank you guys for watching and sticking with us. We all screw up, and we will continue to screw up, but we will strive to be better about it. So, thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, and I do hope that when I finally get the maps, this next arc will hold up to the hype.
Looking forward to it.